Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying a beautiful sunny Saturday, at least in Belgium where I'm living. It's sunny and I'm happy about that. Today it's match day and I am excited, I am super thrilled. What a match day, a decisive one. You will tell me, Beppe, what are you speaking about? Juve Cremonese or Cremonese Juve is tomorrow, and you're right if we are speaking about Juventus. What we will do for 95% of the video, so don't worry. If you want to continue to do what you are doing really well since a few days, maximum of like and continuing to subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. But of course, we will speak about Carnesecchi and his dreams about joining Juventus, about the youth that today can play in a maxi turnover, thinking not only about Serie A, but also about the return game against Sevilla. But give me 1 minute to speak about something else. The match day I'm speaking about, RWDM, second division Belgium team, where I will have the honor to be present at the Edmond Martin Stadium, because today is the last match day of the playoffs. There is 1 point of difference between RWDM first and Beveren second. If today we do the same result, or we do better than Beveren, RWDM is qualified, is promoted to the first division team after 21 years. Totally crazy. 21 years ago, when they were in first division, the club was totally dismantled. They were collapsing. They disappeared from Belgium football. 8 years ago, they started again. Amateurial league, and then promotion after promotion after promotion. Today, after 8 years, they have the possibility to go in first division. If you want to feel the vibes, the atmosphere, and maybe if they are promoted, a beautiful party kind of vlog, let me know in the comments so that I can prepare it for the next coming days. Anyway, where did we stop speaking about Juventus? Because yesterday, no video on the channel except of a nice short, a comic short. Well, we stopped at that 1-1 against Sevilla in our stadium that is leaving the qualification to the final open. Open, yes, with the goal of Federico Gatti after the assist of Paul Pogba, but they also stopped to see and to watch the images of the leg of Adrien Rabiot. That leg that is screaming for justice. That leg that is making a lot of Juventini really angry. Starting with Rabiot, continuing with the Tifosi, and also with the players. That's what we will speak about, because Tutto Sport is opening with contro tutto, against everything, e contro tutti, and against everyone. Guys, there is nothing that makes me more angry than when people are telling me, Beppe, we didn't deserve that penalty. We didn't deserve to speak about VAR, about the referee, because we didn't play well. You are totally right. Juventus didn't play well in that 1-1 against Sevilla. Juventus probably didn't even deserve that draw. Juventus probably, maybe, don't deserve to go to the final if this is the game that we are offering. You are totally right. But then you have to make a split between the game, the performances, and then the on-the-field rules, the decision that are taken. And this season, a lot were against Juventus. Well, that last episode, there is a penalty. There is no discussion that you deserve it. Playing or not a beautiful football, that you are winning 3-4-0 against Sevilla, that is 12th in La Liga, we don't care. A penalty needs to be at least reviewed and then given or not, or explain why it is given or not. And this is making me really angry, because yes, that penalty had to be given to Juventus. Then, you score or not, this is a different discussion. So I am here still with a lot of anger, like the players that are saying, we are playing against everything and against everyone. And who is reporting these words? Double page inside Tuttosport, the father of Federico Gatti, that is speaking about the growth of his son, the season of his son, and so on and so on. But then there are some parts where he's saying, yes, when I'm speaking with my son, he's telling me that they have the feeling that they are playing against everyone and everything. Look at all the things that were really strange this season. Candreva scoring with a hand, the VAR cancelling a total correct goal against Salernitana, that Napoli, and so on and so on. We already spoke about all these kind of things. Well, Juventus needs to be stronger than what they are doing themselves on the field, stronger than the opponents, but also stronger than some really strange decision. Not a lot of games are still over in this season. We know it, 4 in Serie A, and then you have that maybe second to last game in Europa League against Sevilla. But we will have to be really, really stronger. He told also the father of Federico Gatti that he was sad when he was seeing the face of these young players, without mentioning them, Miretti, Fagioli, and so on, that were really sad when they were not able to win. And this is the feeling, angry players that know that they have to do much better. So I hope and this is what I hope, that Juventus in that last 20 games of Serie A and European competition 22-23, that they don't give up, but that makes them, that anger that is transforming in grinta, the grinta of Federico Gatti. And who knows, maybe with a Pogba from the start in one of these games. At least this is the mission of Juventus, after a Pogba showing on the field that he's much better than so many players. It's a big regret, of course, how he handled the situation, but also not being able to see Pogba from the beginning of the season, because maybe could have changed the destiny of Juventus in Champions League and maybe in Serie A. It is what it is. The objective of Max, of Paul, but also of Juventus is to see Paul Pogba gaining minutes and maybe being decisive. Guys, beautiful picture of Pogba with Gatti, with that hug full of anger. This is what Juventus will have to put on the field in these last games. Now we go to something else, against everyone and against everything. This is how Sara Gunnarsdottir was feeling after that she was not able anymore to receive some money from Lyon. Why? Because she was pregnant. Fantastic documentary on YouTube from Juventus speaking about that story, being a mother and also a professional athlete. But also yesterday I had the immense opportunity to interview Sara, and I started, of course, in her own language. Listen to that one. Guten dagen and welkomen, Sara Gunnarsdottir. Welcome.
Tack fyrir.
Beautiful way of welcoming Sara, but the fantastic thing is, yes, an interview of more than 30 minutes together with Sara, speaking about everything and nothing, about serious matters, but also about football, was really funny. At a certain moment, I asked her, because of the chat that was asking for it, your son, Ragnar, will he become a Juventino? And she said there is only one team in Italy. There is Juventus, of course. No, it was epic. I really want to thank Juventus to give me the opportunity and to trust to speak with players. We did with Federico Chiesa, with Locatelli and so on, but also the ability to speak with the chat that is able to ask questions to their idols, something fantastic, unique. And let me thank also Pueblo Juve, that has a Juventus YouTube channel. They are speaking about it in Spanish. They are also writing a lot on Twitter. Well, let me thank Pueblo Juve that is always participating to the live. They are entering, they are writing questions to the coaches, to the players, and then they are reporting it. Not a lot of people are reporting the interviews of the players, but you really see the attachment of the colors of player Pueblo Juve. They are speaking about first team players, but also first team Juventus women. They are speaking about the youth players, and I want to say thank you, because it's really nice to see the support of a beautiful Juventus community. Anyway, speaking about something else, the US fans, and we are a lot. Let me know where you are living in the world. Well, the US fans will be super happy this summer, because Juventus will be in USA again from July 22nd until August the 2nd. 3 different cities. San Francisco against Barcelona, friendly. 27th of July, Los Angeles against Milan. Mamma mia, what a game for the Juve and Milan fans there in US. And then on August the 2nd against Real Madrid, finishing in Orlando, the other side of USA. I'm super happy for you guys. Will I be there? I have absolutely no idea. I think not. But anyway, we'll try to follow it also in the middle of the night for the European supporters. Speaking about Los Angeles, well, Alessandro Del Piero is not living there anymore. He has a house, of course, but at the moment he's in Europe. Yesterday he was showing and unveiling that fantastic new beautiful home 23-24 shirt. Look how beautiful Alessandro Del Piero is. He's fantastic, he's beautiful. Well, speaking about Alessandro Del Piero, 11 years ago it was his last game in Serie A, his last game in the Allianz Stadium, with that beautiful goal against Atalanta, but even more, that beautiful applause and goodbye from Juventini to our Capitano. Speaking about that first shirt, Paul Pogba was wearing it yesterday. Beautiful, beautiful Paul Pogba with that shirt. And possibly that shirt will be worn against Cremonese already tomorrow. When I say possible, read the rumors online. And then you have our future, Miretti and Fagioli, proudly wearing it. When I saw that image, it's probably the one that touched me the most, because not only they are the future, but also the present that can possibly start tomorrow together with Paredes, but also with Ealing Jr. tomorrow. A lot of youth players thinking also about Gatti, that is not really that young, but first season in Serie A. Tomorrow, Maxi Turnover thinking also about another way to qualify to the Champions League, arriving top 4. Well, I believe in these youngsters. Today, I'm not like we are playing with only the youngsters, that means that we will lose against Cremonese. No, I really believe in them and I'm happy to see them on the field, probably wearing that shirt. One that will not be there from the youth is Matthias Soulé, that said goodbye to all of the players because looks like the season of Matthias Soulé with Juventus is over. He went to Argentina to play that under-20 World Cup, so good luck to him. Hopefully he will go as far as possible and maybe replicate what the Argentina first team did, winning that World Cup. Well, who can be there? Not Kenan Yildiz, because he's playing as we speak, as I'm recording, against Napoli, so he's playing today, will not be there tomorrow. By the way, as I'm speaking, it is 1-1. The opening goal was from Kenan Yildiz after a fantastic assist of Haza. Haza, beautiful pass. Gazzetta dello Sport, they are not speaking that much about Juventus, they're speaking about Inter, as usual, with Inzaghi. Inzaghi, Inter mia, his Inter. But then, if they speak about Juventus, of course, they have to find something to speak about. Well, is it a good news? No, they are putting Dusan Vlahovic with a new shirt like this, and then they're saying the problems of Dusan, the worries of Dusan. He's worried because without Europe, well, he could possibly leave Juventus. Juventus is shaking. These are the big titles for Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic that was substituted in the beginning of the second half against Sevilla. I don't know if he will stay. I don't know if he will leave. I hope he can stay because I can only repeat what I always think. He is a potential phenomenon. Of course, I'm expecting much more from him. Max Allegri is expecting much more from him. He's probably expecting more balls, but the balls that he receives, he needs to put them in the net. And hopefully in the remaining part, he can do that. Then, what will happen with the future of Vlahovic, we will discover it during probably a mercato that will be again crazy. Mercato is crazy, maybe with a Carnesecchi that can join Juventus. Why? Because at microphones, speaking about Juve, he said, well, this is the dream of every single kid. Juventus is still making kids dream, like the one that went viral after that equalizer of Federico Gatti in Europa League. That kid that was celebrating like crazy. Guys, celebrate, continue to celebrate every single goal, continue to dream because that's beautiful. And maybe with the Carnesecchi that can enter in the starting 11 of Juventus, with maybe Szczesny leaving after this season, some clubs are interested in him. But again, we will follow all of these things in a Mercato is Crazy from the 5th of June on, when the season will be over. Grazie ragazzi. I will not do the press conference of Max Allegri live today if you are still here, but I will try to do maybe a recap video this late afternoon before leaving for RVDM, and hopefully with a big party. Grazie, forza, Juve.